Test your might, test your pride, test your knowledge, for this is Mortal Kombat, a bloody, gory, gooey fighting game franchise that has granted millions of people the pleasure of experiencing the dark side of humanity since 1992. The spine-ripping, gut-wrenching, brutal brawling was the biggest factor that set it apart from other fighting games during its debut, helping it become a well-known name in the world of video games. While the blood, gore, and fatalities are definitely the biggest draw,
just as MK vs DC, how it was treated for being T-rated,
the game's very lore is also brimming with brilliant nods to mythology and quirks to culture and various other sources. One sector that truly shows its well-varied and creative design is the game's very own roster. Within this well-designed cast of characters, one shadow has been lurking within the darkest abyss of the roster: the anti-character, Noob Saibot. This lightless figure is undeniably and ironically one of the brightest diamonds in the bloodbath arena between the three realms, possessing the most overpowered arsenal of special moves in Mortal Kombat trilogy, the first game where he truly gains his own deadly arsenal. On the surface of his presence, Noob Saibot is only a black color palette for ninja fighters, but as the fresh layer of paint begins its process of erosion, the select number of layers that make up the Noobiest character emerge. But what exactly are those layers? What are the blueprints behind his design and development? Shall we find out? Let's answer one question. Who is Noob Saibot? Legend speaks of a hidden green warrior found within the depths of the pit in the original Mortal Kombat, and one sequel later, that same myth would be recycled. Only this time, the secret warrior would not be a green ninja. Instead, it would be a humanoid silhouette void of any light wave reflections. Noob Saibot was first encountered by dedicated Mortal Kombat 2 players after accumulating 50 victories in a row while playing versus matches. In the Mortal Kombat canon, Noob Saibot is the original Sub-Zero that was playable in the very first Mortal Kombat. A Lin Kuei assassin, Bi-Han was pursued by Scorpion in the Mortal Kombat tournament to avenge his clan, which was massacred by Sub-Zero. His name, Bi-Han, written with these characters, literally means escape code, and written like this means flat jade man. To further emphasize his original identity, when playing Sub-Zero with his alternate costume in Mortal Kombat 9, most of his voice files will be those of Noob Saibot. This was most likely done to show that Noob was indeed the original Sub-Zero. Another nod that Noob Saibot is indeed the original Sub-Zero is somewhat very subtle. His stance in MK9 is the same as Sub-Zero in the original arcade game. After Quan Chi convinced Scorpion to kill Sub-Zero, the Puppet Master takes his soul and resurrects Bi-Han to create Noob Saibot. Being stripped of his Lin Kuei remains, Noob is reborn in the Netherrealm as a Wraith. A Wraith is a ghost or ghost-like image of someone, especially one seen before or after their death. Or in the Mortal Kombat glossary, it is a being that has previously died only to be resurrected as an inhuman warrior and or an evil spirit. As a Wraith, Noob Saibot was reborn void of any traits that made him human. Such include pride, compassion, and honor. In a way, he was made to be the exact opposite of a human. Him being the opposite of something doesn't end there, for his full name is the last names of the two co-creators, those being Ed Boon and John Tobias, spelled backwards. Despite this, many casual players have a habit to immediately assume that his name is somehow directly connected with the slang word noob. Derived from newbie, it describes a person who is inexperienced in a particular sphere or activity. However, fans were not the only ones who had a laugh with his name, for in Mortal Kombat 3, the developers also decided to have a piece of the pie. When losing to Noob Saibot in Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, Shao Kahn would taunt the player by saying, "It's official, you suck."
It's official, you suck.
Completely insulting their lack of skill by losing to a noob. This joke of noob sharing a name with a famous internet slang continued over to Mortal Kombat Armageddon, where he was given a weapon named the Troll Hammer. Yeah. To continue on the road of noob, in the first game where he was a full playable character, that being Mortal Kombat Trilogy, Noob Saibot was a character that was easy to pick up and play and possessed some of the most overpowered special moves in the game. His disabler did what its name indicates. It completely disabled the opponent from attacking and blocking, making them complete sitting ducks. It's a move that noobs will abuse to give them easy wins with little to no skill whatsoever. For now, they don't have to worry about playing the neutral or watch out for enemy attacks. But this is not just a move for inexperienced beginners, because according to the Mortal Kombat Trilogy tier list, Noob Saibot sits comfortably at the top of the mountain. Ever wonder knowing interesting trivia from other video game characters? Then simply click the link to see more episodes.